his impetuous son, but not now. Not tonight. Too much had happened.
I am close to figuring out what happened. You are no closer than you were 54 days ago. If you were, you would not be wandering aimlessly between gaming hells.
His father shifted in his seat, visibly altering his countenance. His mouth straightened and he forced his thick brows to relax.
Son, I can see how deeply you are suffering. No.
Will's voice cut in sharp as a knife.
Do not pretend to care.
The Duke sighed.
I do care.
He stared at his son, but Will's face did not soften. After several minutes of tense silence, his face hardened again.
You must live your life. As a future Duke, you have certain responsibilities. You are not hearing me. I will keep searching until so long as you abide in my house, you will follow my wishes. I will not watch you squander your life away in this fruitless pursuit. Perhaps it is time I strike out on my own.
His father's face was as menacing as thunder.
You are my heir, and that will not change whether I dwell here or elsewhere.
It was a hell of a decision to make on a moment's consideration, but Will immediately knew it was the right one. His hands clenched into fists. He stared hard at his father, daring the Duke to make some empty threat about disinheriting him. But none came. His father simply returned his hard, cold gaze.
If that is your decision, so be it,
the Duke finally said. More than a little surprised, Will tried very hard not to let the emotion show on his face. But his father was no longer looking at him. The older man had leaned back into the shadows. Will heard him opening and closing a drawer, followed by the rifling of papers and the scratch of a quill pen. Then the Duke slid a piece of paper across the desk.
This will be your monthly allowance. You may contact my man of business or find your own. Tell them where you want it sent.
His father spoke matter-of-factly.
And tell your mother.
Fine. Will turned away without touching the paper. There was nothing more to discuss.
William.
He stopped a yard short of the door. He turned back slowly, his entire body taut as a bowstring.
Yes, father. Heed my words. Let this matter with Bert go. At best, you will find only disappointment. At worst, you may be the next one to disappear.
Will finally lost his tenuous grip on his temper.
What would you have me do instead? Court women? Relax and gamble at your club? Talk politics? Be a man, William. Live your life. Live my life.
Will spat the words out like an unwanted epithet.
I will live my damn life, father, and we will see what you have to say then.
Part 1. The Wager. Chapter 1. Late April, 1833.
Have you read it yet? No, where is it? Mamma usually tucks it away. Here it is. Quick, Mamma just went upstairs to change for dinner. We have precisely 17 minutes to finish it.
I hardly think a scandal sheet is going to take you that long to read, Simone said as she walked into the sitting room. Her sisters were huddled on the settee, their twin heads bent low over the folded pamphlet in their lap.
How would you know? You've never read one,
Pamela said cheekily. Simone pursed her lips. It was true she'd never so much as held one. Her sisters might find such rags entertaining, but Simone, well, there was a reason her mother disapproved of them. Perching primly on the edge of the chintz armchair across from her sisters, Simone determined to ignore that comment. She was plenty used to barbs from her siblings. It was part and parcel to being the youngest of the brood.
Oh, look at that! Lady Weatherstone!
Pamela's voice trailed off. She pointed to the headline in question to direct her twin sister, Abigail, to the appropriate scandalous piece of gossip.
With Lord Northbrook? No!
Abigail squealed. Simone tried to keep her mouth shut. She really did, but she could not keep in the disapproving scoff.